Hello and welcome. It is finally here, the Australia DLC. Sadly, I haven't been able to play around with it as much as I wanted to this week, but god do I love everything that Frontier has added. All the animals, all the scenery pieces, all the construction pieces, everything really looks awesome. I especially love everything that's like the rusted metal and the new metal parts. They are really great and really fitting to the theme. So yeah, they really knocked it out of the park with this one, and I couldn't be happier to be able to play around with this finally. So in this episode of Rebuilding Pairi Daiza, we'll be building the kangaroo habitat in Mura, which is also called Southern Cape. So this is like the completely Australian themed area of the park, which is home to koalas, to kangaroos, to cassowaries, to emus. So everything they added into the DLC will be added to Pairi Daiza in Plan 2 as well, which is gonna be really awesome. And we're starting off with the kangaroos because they are really awesome as well. So guys, before you sit back and relax and watching this episode, please do smash that like button. It's completely free, it takes about a half a millisecond and I really do appreciate it. If you have any thoughts on the new DLC or me building Pairi Daiza, then do let me know in the comments. I read every single one of them and I will answer every single one of them as well. And I appreciate it a lot as well. If you're new here, do consider subscribing. I'm building Pairi Daiza every week. Usually one episode, but I'm trying to do 2 episodes as well. It's kinda... I'm having a busy time at work, but I'm really trying my best to make it into 2. So yeah, let's start building with the aviary, which is one of my favorite parts of all of Pairi Daiza. Is every single aviary, because there's so many birds flying around all the time and they're so energetic, and I really love it. So this is one of my favorite pieces. I know that not all people are really fan of birds and of the aviaries, but I really think it's like a core part of Pairi Daiza, and I do appreciate it a lot, and I hope you do appreciate me building it too. What I do right now is just use like a steel frame construction, and for this construction I'm using these new pipes which came with the Australian DLC. I was considering using the rusted one first, but that didn't really work out and it didn't really look good. And I'm trying to use the same colors that the actual aviary in Pairi Daiza has as well. So I mean, it was just an added bonus that they added these painted metal rods as well, which I really love. So what we're doing now is building the steam train track. So there's a steam train running through all of Pairi Daiza. I haven't actually ridden it ever in my life because, I mean, I really love walking through the park, and I don't really see for me the value of riding through it. I completely understand if you like doing that, if you have children or you just love riding the train. I mean, I completely get that. It's not something for me because I love walking in too much and I really want to get close with the animals. So I haven't ridden it at all, but I do love that it's there because it does add some character to the park. So yeah, I'm gonna rebuild that as well, like step by step, not everything at the same time, and it's probably not even gonna run until like the complete track is finished. But for now, I just added the piece through the kangaroo habitat so I could incorporate that, and let's move on with the aviary. So I mean, I think it's almost finished. I'm just adding some more nature to it. There's some nature inside as well. It's mostly dead trees as it is in the actual Pairi Daiza as well. But on the outside I wasn't 100% sure what it was. I think it's just like a few bushes and trees. So I'm using like the new rocks and the new trees because that's what I felt like I was going for. I mean, I'm trying to go as accurate as I can, but at some parts, you know, I just want to deviate and give my own like swing to it as well, because I feel like it's still a simulation game that you gotta run your creativity with it, and I'm trying to do as realistic as possible, but I'm not gonna be like this brush needs to sit exactly at the right spot, because you don't have the real brushes, or you're not 100% sure which brush is where or which type of brush is which, and I'm trying to do my best to actually recreate it, but I mean, it doesn't really need to be 100% exact for me. So yeah, what we're doing now is we're actually finishing the building in which I think the birds sleep at night. I'm not even 100% sure what is inside the building. I suppose that part of it is used by keepers to like prepare food and stuff for the animals in Muramura. I'm not 100% sure of it, I haven't been in there, you can't access it as a guest. So I'm just treating it as more flying space for the birds and for the like a place for the birds to sleep. And I think at the end I'm adding just a keeper's hut out of sight in there as well, just so keepers have a closer place to the animals to prepare food and do whatever they need to do. So for this building I mostly used any pictures that I found on the internet. I had a few of them myself, mostly with like there's a rock with my name on it, and I just like I have this small picture where I'm standing on it. I'll add it on the bottom right. It's a bit of a silly picture, but I do like it. And I mean, that's just, it's fun that it had my name on it. And I thought I remembered that it did, but like the moment I saw it, I was like, yes, it does. It still has my name on it, and I was right the last time I went there, which is quite fun. I mean, it's silly, but it's fun. So what I'm doing now is I'm adding a mesh barrier, so like for the sake of realism that birds wouldn't be able to fly out of it. So I'm adding this to all the windows as well, so like birds can grab onto the mesh, but they can't actually exit the building. At this point I wasn't really 100% sure of how to place it, because I wasn't able to place it on the left side the same as I was on the right, which is kind of sad, but I mean, it is what it is. And now I'm just adding some more detail to the building, just adding some like balconies, anything that would like make it look like a real building and look like how it is in real life as well. I'll add a picture of the facade of this building right now. So it's not the most detailed building I've done so far. I mean, there's a few balconies and some windows, but I'm quite liking how it turned out, even though I didn't really have much time to decorate it due to the work deadlines I had this week. So yeah, I'm just right now adding some more like windows and everything that adds like the finishing details to the building. I kind of had a hard time figuring out how to do it, but there's like in these new wall packs there's new panels that you can use, which are really awesome, so you can like not build walls that are 4 meters wide all the time, which I think is really neat that they added these. And then like for this part I took some time figuring out how to add this and ended up going for like a similar structure I used in the boutique, and I think it's episode 2 that I built that. So this is the building, which like there's a little more of detailing to be done, there's some more balconies to be added and stuff like that, but for the most part we are done with this. So I'll add some more pictures in the bottom right which I could find online, which like give you an idea of how it looks in real life, and then we'll be moving on to the kangaroo habitat very shortly. So this is me adding more of the balcony, just adding some supports and stuff like that, which I mean it gives the building a lot more depth and a lot more like this could be real life. Like you could be walking on that balcony, even though I don't think people actually walk there or like any keepers walk there. I think the only doors or the only used doors are on the bottom actually, but I haven't ever like seen anyone go in or out there, so I'm not 100% sure of even what is in there. So as I said, I'm just mostly gonna treat it as more space for the birds to fly, which I mean it would be quite neat if you could like see inside the building and see the birds flying from the aviary into the building and back, and that would just be, I mean, quite amazing. So let's just hope for like a bird DLC, right? So guys and girls, this is where I will leave you for now. I'll come back at the end of this episode, but just sit back, relax and listen to the tunes, and I do hope you enjoy it. If you do smash that like button, I appreciate it a lot. Enjoy the rest of the video. by finishing this double-doored entrance, we are finishing this episode as well. So I really hope you liked it. If you did, do smash that like button. I appreciate a lot that you watched this whole episode, and guys, this is the final result. I hope you enjoy it, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.